Hello YouTube, it's me Berg and I'm here again with another library book haul. Now, like with my other book hauls, I might not talk too much about the plot of these books that I'm hauling, but if you guys want to know more, I will leave the Goodreads links down below. So I'm just gonna go into my library book haul now. So I still have one book that I hauled from last month in July, and that is The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. I got to all of the other books that I had taken out of the library except for this one, so I'm hoping and looking forward to reading and finishing this soon because I have to bring it back to the library soon. But like I said in my other haul, this is an adult fantasy novel in which the magic system follows or deals with the spectrums of light. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this because once again this was kind of hyped up on BookTube by certain booktubers, so I want to see if it's actually good or not. Now, the rest of these books are all books that I just recently borrowed from my library. The first one is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, The Japanese Art of Decluttering and Organizing by Marie Kondo. Now, if you watch a lot of fashion YouTubers, you'll see that a lot of them have used this when decluttering their houses, their closets, or anything like that. I have just been cleaning my room. I've had so much crap just accumulating over the past 4 years. Clothes, papers, random shit, just everything. And I have been going through that slowly but surely. But I wanted to see what tips were in this book and if they would apply to me. Now, from what I know from the booktuber or the YouTubers that have used this in helping them declutter, I don't know if this will help me because I am very sentimental when it comes to any material object. Well, just anything in general. I'm very sentimental and have emotional connections with everything. And this, I think one of the main points is trying to decide what gives you joy or not. And I could really make a case for anything giving me joy, so I don't know if this will work for me, but I will see if it does, and yeah, I'll let you guys know how I find this book. This might just be a good instructional read as well. The next book I have is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. Now, this is a romance young adult book that I have heard a lot of hype with on BookTube. I don't know much more than that though, what this book is about, so I'm not very helpful. I'm just hoping that this will be some kind of romance novel that I will enjoy because similar to contemporary novels, romance I'm not much into. I don't like it when a book strictly focuses on romance. I like it to be more in the background and kind of happen naturally rather it be in the forefront. I'll see if I like this book. Another book that has been hyped on BookTube recently is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. All I know is this is a young adult book. I have no idea what the plot is at all, but a lot of people have been, again, hyping this up, and I also have heard a lot about Laini Taylor. Even though I don't know what other books she's written, I just hear that she's a good author, so I want to see how I feel about this book and if I want to read any other books by her. The next book I have does not go along with the me wanting to try out type books on BookTube. Instead, it is a sci-fi book that I've been wanting to read for years and never really had the chance, but now I do, and it is The Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide by Douglas Adams. So this is a bind-up of all of the books in the series, so it has The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, The Restaurant at the End of the Universe, Life, the Universe, and Everything, So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, Young Zaphoid, Plays It Safe, and then Mostly Harmless. So I might read one of the books at a time and then jump between different books, but I don't know. I'll see how I feel. Maybe when I read the first one, I'm just gonna want to hurry up and go through the rest, but I don't know. I have this now. I can finally read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is one of the most well-known sci-fi books, I feel. If I'm wrong, please let me know, and I would gladly like to know just so I can read more sci-fi because I do really enjoy science fiction novels. So yeah, I got this. The next two books are also science, but instead of being fiction, they're nonfiction, and both are by Stephen Hawking. So the first is A Brief History of Time from the Big Bang to Black Holes. I have wanted to read this book for so long. I am not a science person per se, but I do enjoy learning about scientific things, so I think I'll enjoy this as long as there are not too many scientific concepts that go over my head. I think this was meant to be just a book for anyone that could be accessible really to anyone. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to understand most of the things that he talks about in this book. Now, going along with this is the reading companion for A Brief History of Time, edited by Stephen Hawking and prepared by Gene Stone. So I feel like this is just adding on to what he wrote in A Brief History of Time. So once I finish that book, I will go on to this book to see if there is anything else that I can be taught. The final book is going back again to books that have been hyped on BookTube, and that is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin O'Leary Sands. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I kind of have been looking to read, or have been interested to read this book, partially because it has the names Aristotle and Dante, and both are names of different, well, a philosopher and also a medieval author, I want to say. That might be wrong, it might be Renaissance, but anyway, I've been interested in reading Aristotle and Dante stuff and have been just interested in them. So I wanted to read this book because I thought originally that it had to do with the ancient people of those names rather than having it be about more modern boys, younger boys that have been given these names. So I don't know how I feel about this, if I'll enjoy it or not. I have a feeling it's going to turn out Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I feel like this also does have LGBT stuff too, so I'm hoping this goes well and doesn't disappoint me like Becky Albertalli's novel that deals with similar issues. So I'll see once I read it if it is good or not. And yes, I did just hit myself in the face with the book. So yeah, those are the books that I borrowed from my local library in August. Let me know what books you guys are borrowing for your library. Please tell me that you use your libraries, because I feel like it is very underused, but it is a very extremely important resource for people to have, because honestly, it's just the perfect place. You can read all the books you want without having to spend the money for them, and if you don't like them, you can give them back. The only trouble is when you do enjoy the book, you have to wait until you can buy it yourself. But yeah, that was a digression. Use your libraries. Let me know if there are any books you suggest I should borrow from my library so I can read them, because again, I am open to any suggestions for books to read. But yeah, I think that's everything, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.